I'm Terry Cruikshank with OKI Printing Solutions, and today we're here in OKI's Customer Spotlight Center to discuss printing solutions and how your company can become more efficient and reduce the costs involved with managing print devices. And we have Doug August, Senior Product Manager with OKI Printing Solutions, here to talk about OKI's Print Supervision Software Solution, or PSV for short. So welcome, Doug.
Thanks, Terry. Let me take a minute and briefly explain what print supervision is and how it can help IT departments reduce costs and better manage a fleet of printers and copiers. PSV is a software tool that remotely monitors and manages print and copy devices connected to a network. The key word there is remotely, because you can monitor all your devices from any laptop, desktop, or smartphone that's capable of running a browser. So if your IT staff is responsible for maintaining a large fleet of devices in several different locations, you can see how that can help cut down on travel and on-site service visits. Another important cost containment feature of PSV is that it helps better manage supplies inventories, so a customer can order just in time, as well as avoiding overnight delivery charges.
Doug, when you say remote monitoring and management, what do you mean?
First of all, print supervision discovers and identifies printers and copiers connected to a network. That allows help desk and IT staff to better manage their fleet without always being on site.
Once IT knows what's on the network, then what else can they do?
Well, many of the things displayed on the operator panel of the device or in the virtual web page can be monitored remotely with PSV, like toner levels, drum, fuser, transfer belt life, page counts, all of the status alerts that the device is capable of reporting. Did you know that PSV can actually monitor all these things in the background and only alert you if action needs to be taken? It can, or you can take a more proactive approach and check supply levels and status whenever you want. Using PSV is as easy as opening a web browser and selecting a site from your favorites list.
So tell us a little bit more about how PSV actually works.
Sure, Terry. PSV helps to save time by performing 4 basic tasks: discovery, grouping, alerting, and reporting. The first thing that PSV does is it discovers devices on a network, and not just OKI devices. It discovers all printers, copiers, multifunction devices, anything that supports an industry-wide specification called a public MIB. Once the devices have been discovered, they can be organized into groups such as departments, floors, buildings, campuses. It's up to the user, and it's totally flexible. Grouping obviously improves overall manageability and is a must-have when you're monitoring thousands of devices. A nice feature within the grouping area is the ability to display devices on a floor plan or on a map so that help desk can quickly locate it and dispatch a service tech if necessary.
You also mentioned alerting and reporting. Tell us a little bit about those features.
Well, for alerting, PSV notifies you that action needs to be taken. It continuously polls printers and copiers on the network at defined intervals and collects status information from each device. If there's a problem or a supply item is about to run out, PSV processes an alert which can be sent in an email message to the appropriate person. Finally, Print Supervision generates various reports from its built-in Microsoft Access or SQL databases. Reports can show the number of pages printed by a device, the days remaining to change a supply item, or whether an event or an alert was processed. And like alerting, reports can be automatically generated and distributed by email every week or every month without user intervention.
Doug, so how do customers actually get Print Supervision? You mentioned it was a free utility.
Well, Print Supervision comes in 2 editions, the Professional Edition and the Enterprise Edition, both of which are free of charge, and both can be downloaded from okidata.com.
So what are the differences between the 2 editions? How would the customer actually know which one they needed?
PSV Enterprise is designed for large organizations that manage hundreds or thousands of devices. It has an extensive feature set that large IT departments require. The Professional Edition is for medium-sized organizations that don't need all the bells and whistles required by large enterprises. The Pro Edition also has a single user option that can be used in a micro-office environment where there's only a handful of devices to monitor.
So now that we know about PSV, how is it different from other solutions available?
Well, it's no secret that most printer manufacturers offer free software solutions like Print Supervision. But OKI's taken a different approach to free software, and we've designed PSV to be the most flexible, scalable, and easy-to-use application on the market. It's so flexible you can use as many of the features or as few of the features needed. Speaking of easy to use, before we wrap up, let me share with you what Buyers Lab said about PSV after they reviewed it in September of 2009. Quote, Print Supervision is a well-thought-out device management utility that offers exceedingly quick setup and device discovery, among the fastest BLI has seen to date among competing utilities.
And easy to install and use is what IT is looking for.
It certainly is, so be sure to check out additional video clips that explain OKI's Print Supervision in more detail.
Thank you today for joining us, Doug.